Throughout like all of my work, I'm really interested in boundaries and like literally like political boundaries and sort of like the different kinds of like practical and kind of theoretical problems they bring up. Every time that boundary marker is like placed, then they kind of have like an artist draw, like looking to the next boundary in one direction, looking to the boundary in the other direction. So you have just like all these kind of like incredible landscapes. I sort of think of it as a story in terms of like how I'm using these materials. So this is funny abstractions, right? So it's like, this is like just like a, section view of this entire part of the world, going from like the Pacific Ocean to the Gulf of Mexico. And it's just really funny to think about like that as a knowable space. One thing that is valuable about these kinds of projects is the way that they do still work as reference points for thinking about what is the world like now.
African-American narratives are not respected, they're not varied enough, they're not known. I learned a lot about this woman I had no idea about. Like, why didn't I know about her? She would go everywhere there was to look for facts and details about African Americans. And again, as Jenny noted, on her own dime, and she didn't have any money. She was always struggling with poverty, in her own words. Telling the African American story. That's a huge thing. And especially since America has tried to erase it time and time again. And so even though this book was so hard for her to write, here we are looking at it and reading about people that we wouldn't have read about ever.
The reason I'm interested in these monsters is partially because I feel like they are in between something that's really observed. This description gets transmitted to someone else who then eventually, who hasn't seen it, but it's kind of where observation meets fear, meets fantasy, meets projection, meets foreign places not seen or known. And all of that leads to this stuff, which is something between true and false. Today's my first foray, though, into sea monsters. Since I got here, I've mostly been looking at these sort of medical anomalies or human/animal hybrids.